Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duckbricks. I'm Chris and welcome to a breaking news LEGO video where we have an incredibly exciting piece of LEGO news to bring to you today. I hope you enjoy this because this has been something that has been rumored for quite a while, but I'm so excited to finally be able to break the news to all of you. And so, without further ado, let's take a look at the subject of this video. Okay, so for today's breaking news video, LEGO Indiana Jones at long last has been revealed, returning after many years in hiatus to celebrate the launch of the new Indiana Jones movie. Now, I know images of these have been circulating for a while. People have literally already found them in stores, bought them, and reviewed them here on YouTube. They are launching April 1st, but people have found them early at places like Fred Meyer's and other toy stores. So, yeah, I'm gonna get the elephant out of the room first and say, you probably already have seen a lot of these, but hopefully this video will have all of the HD images that you would like to see for all of the individual sets. The other elephant in the room, and I can't believe there's two big ones here, is that, yeah, everyone knows that there was supposed to be set number 77014 Temple of Doom. I can't really comment on leaked images, but you can go out there and you can find that there was supposed to be a set that was supposed to be released that for whatever reason has been pretty much pulled from the launch. The official statement from LEGO, and I want to get this out of the way first before we get into the actual sets, and I'm reading this as a quote, "Throughout 2022, the LEGO Group worked closely with Lucasfilm to optimize our planned product line for the upcoming LEGO Indiana Jones product launches in April 2023. As an outcome of this, we consolidated the launch to focus on three products, 770, 12, 13, and 15, that feature some of the most iconic scenes from the franchise. We hope our fans love the new range and can't wait to get their hands on them." So this is interesting. It doesn't say it's been cancelled. It also doesn't say it hasn't been cancelled. I don't really know why they chose not to release that set. It's very, very strange to me. The current rumor is that maybe LEGO was afraid of backlash due to the misrepresentation or cultural appropriation of certain cultures in the movie. They also have a Nazi plane in this lineup, so I don't really know where they draw the line here. For whatever reason, Temple of Doom is not being released at this time. We don't know if it will be released in the future, but I think that the statement does give me some hope. They use the word consolidated to focus on this, which implies that maybe in the future they might be doing more and they might eventually release it. It's weird. I don't know what's up with it. It's especially weird because it leaked and it was about to release, but they decided not to release it. So we're gonna have to see and wait and see what happens with that. Otherwise though, everything else has been fully revealed, and I can't wait to get into the sets because this is a really great return to form for Indiana Jones. This seems to be the year of returning LEGO licenses. We got Lord of the Rings back, and now Indiana Jones is back. What's next? Avatar: The Last Airbender? Oh boy, I hope. So first off, we have set number 77012. This is Indiana Jones Fighter Plane Chase. It retails for $35 US, 35 euros, and has 387 pieces, releasing on April 1st, 2023. This is a pretty strange set to cover in LEGO format because it is objectively a Nazi plane. The quote-unquote fighter pilot is using a German plane uniform, that is the uniform that they actually used in World War II, so kind of odd, I think, that is in there. But I guess because they don't explicitly call it that, and it is Indiana Jones, it is kind of a fantasy-like setting, I guess they can get away with it, but wow, it is weird seeing an accurate Nazi fighter pilot in LEGO form for a minifigure. I guess he's supposed to be the bad guy, but wow, that uniform is 100% accurate, so that's a little bit weird to me. This is objectively a military vehicle. They are not pulling any punches. It is shooting black studs, which I guess are supposed to be bullets. This is a military vehicle made by LEGO. So I guess when it comes to licensed properties, and I mean honestly, if they think they can make enough money from it, they're willing to bend the rules a little bit. It's nothing we haven't seen before. We have gotten, obviously, Indiana Jones sets in the past. We even got the Indiana Jones video games. It just feels weird that in 2023 this is what we're getting. That being said, looking at the set itself, for $35, this is actually a pretty well-priced set. You have a plane and a car, which are both built really well. I do love the new Indiana Jones minifigure. The dual-molded hat and hair combo is phenomenal, and I think the expression on the face is pretty perfect as well. There's a lot to love in this set, and the windscreen for the fighter plane as well is really well done. I like how you have an action feature where you can actually separate out the plane's wings, recreating the iconic scene in the movie when the plane actually crashes.
That is really cool. And overall, it is interesting to see a whole host of new characters. Great to see the Adventures original exploring hat back in 2023. They seem to have just brought back that old mold, so this really feels almost like an older style of set that I'm kind of surprised is coming out this year, but I'm very happy to get it. The next set after that is set number 77013. This is Escape from the Lost Tomb, retailing for $40 US or 40 euros. There was a bit of a scare that people thought it was going to be 80, which I don't know how that even happened. It was a mistake in Target's barcode scanning system, but no, this is a $40 set, not an $80 set, thank goodness, because for $40, this is kind of a steal. This is a really well-priced $40 set. You have Marion Ravenwood, Indiana Jones, Salon, and a Mummy, which are all great minifigures to have, and you of course have a lot of great play features. This is kind of just like a remake of that original set from 2008 for the Lost Tomb, but built so much better. You have the collapsing statues feature, and yeah, everyone's gonna call it out. This is the set with the Bionicle reference, where the Kanohi Cow Cow, the Mask of Water Breathing, is inscribed on the side in the hieroglyphs on the side of the thing. I always love it when LEGO includes little nods to Bionicle and stickers, and this is a really fun one to get. I also believe the R2-D2 and C-3PO stickers are here as well, so you have a bit of a nod to Star Wars too, which actually was featured in the movie. This, I think, is a deceptively large set because you've got a whole area in the back which has the mummy being deployed on the back there. There's an action feature to reveal the mummy. Of course, the statues can topple over and knock over the walls. Admittedly, it's been a while since I've seen the Indiana Jones movies, but this feels very reminiscent of a lot of the classic scenes. The Ark of the Covenant looks great, and the minifigures are pretty stunning as usual. They really upped their game when it came to the minifigures for the set. The only major complaint that I do have is that Marion Ravenwood's legs are dual molded. You have the skirt kind of going across half of it. Unfortunately, that means that since they did not print the side of the legs, because the skirt is higher on the left leg than the right, there's going to be a weird blockage of color where it's just going to go all the way down back to white on the side. But it's not that big of a deal, and overall, it's very cool to even get dual molded minifigure legs in a set like this. And moving on from that, there's only one more set that we have to take a look at here. This is set number 77015, Temple of the Golden Idol. This retails for $150 US, comes with 1,545 pieces, and is our first 18+ Indiana Jones set. This is easily my favorite set of lineup. It is absolutely stunning and gorgeous how they are able to depict this really fun temple that is both a playset and a display set. I think my favorite feature is the spinning boulder. I stared at this image for hours when the images first came out. I've been trying to get more into mock building, and I really wanted to know how they did the spinning boulder. They've got the 11x11 Technic gear piece, and it's rolling downwards. I'm just really curious how they kept that secure. They have the feature where the boulder will actually roll as it's spinning down, which is so fun and so cool. I am a big fan of how that turned out. So that is really cool. Of course, you have the feature where you can actually swap out the idol with the bag of rocks and for it to slowly sink into the ground before causing part of the temple to collapse, which is so much fun. This looks like, for once, for an 18+ set, it is as much fun to display as it is to play with. And I'm so excited to put this together for $150. I think it seems maybe a little bit on the expensive side. I definitely need to get this one in hands to really be able to give my full opinions on it and be able to judge it fairly. Yeah, it's a bit expensive. I think looking at it, maybe it feels more like 80 to 90, maybe even 100 tops. Honestly, 150 does feel really high for this. At most 110, 120, but again, I really have to see this in hand to be able to judge it. We'll see exactly how that looks. But with that, honestly, we have about summed up every single one of the new Indiana Jones sets. Yeah, unfortunately, that amazing Temple of Doom is not releasing now. It may not ever release. We really don't know at this point. I'm optimistic it will release at some point, but I really do enjoy the sets that we have so far. Would have been so cool to get that Temple of Doom, though. But overall, very happy with the product lineup. It feels like a blast from the past. This feels very nostalgic to me to almost look back and remember the old sets that I built in my own childhood of playing with Indiana Jones sets when I was young, and this is just kind of more of those, but just done in a much better and more modern style. Of course, I am super curious to hear what you think of the new minifigures. Indiana Jones is obviously the star of the show. What do you think of the new figure? new dual molded hat and hair combo. You've got nice printing on the legs and the torso. I'm super curious to hear what folks think, especially of the figures and the builds themselves, because the builds are actually really good despite them being, at least for the smaller two, they are just two 8+ sets until you get to the 18+ set, which obviously is amazing. But it's really cool to get Indiana Jones back in LEGO form. Really happy that we were able to get this, and I'm super curious to hear what other folks have to say. With that, we've about summed up this look at the brand new LEGO Indiana Jones lineup. Thanks so much for tuning in to Duckbricks. I hope you enjoyed this look at some brand new LEGO sets that are coming out April. So this is going to be quite a big month for LEGO releases. Very exciting for that. And with that, we have summed up our look at these brand new sets. Of course, let me know in the comments what you think of them.
Alright, and with that, we have summed up this breaking news LEGO video. Let me know what you think of this down in the comments below. I'm certainly very excited to see what comes next regarding these sets. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming your way very soon. And I would love to hear from everybody in the comments. What do you think of this incredibly exciting breaking LEGO news? Thanks so much for tuning in, and bye for now.